This is a video review of the Transformers 4 Age of Extinction one-step drift figure. I got to say, I cannot tell if I like this figure or not. There's a lot of interesting stuff here, there's a lot of cool stuff here, but there are also a lot of flaws in the execution that really could have been solved if they had spent another day or so working on this guy. Now the car mode, for the most part, is actually quite nice. It is a one-step figure, so it doesn't have the best sculpt, but it's meant for kids, not collectors, so that is easily forgivable and can't be faulted for that, really. It's also not as hollow as you might think. It is hollow, but not terribly so. It has a good heft in the hand, and it does roll well. It is a good car toy, so it's not bad there, but this happens. The roof does not want to stay in all the time. There's no way for it to just tab in here, and I feel like Hasbro really could have put that in. Just little nubs on the sides of that would kind of snap in. I think that would have been easy to do and would have made the car mode a lot more solid. Now the way this guy transforms is kind of interesting because you just split him apart down the middle like this, and it's interesting because this is the exact same way that Balisong knives unfold. Balisongs are butterfly knives, so that means you can actually fan this guy to transform him. Now, granted, you can't do many of the complex tricks because he's not weighted quite right, and the plastic doesn't have quite the right friction quality for it to move in the hand the way it needs to. He's not a Balisong knife, basically. He's not a replacement for one, but you can do some simple tricks with him to that you can do with a Balisong knife. So I'm going to show you the basic one that the actual box shows. Like, this is how the box shows you to transform him. Just bring him around like that, and he'll transform. And that's kind of neat. But well, you can kind of see that my hand gets in the way here. For kids, I don't think this will be a problem, but for collectors, it might be, especially if you have big hands like me. But you can get more complex with this, so let me show you what I can do. Now, I don't know how much of this will be on camera because my hand's going to be flailing all over the place because this is fanning, but here we go. There we go. That is a pretty cool transformation if you learn how to do it quite right. Now, his robot mode itself is not perfect. Now, he's very hollow from the side, which looks ugly. Now, they've given him a fair amount of detail in there, which isn't bad. I mean, I can't fault them for doing that, but it's still kind of ugly, and he is hollow. If you look at him from the side, this chest bit does not tab in down anyway, and I feel like what ends up happening is when you fold the leg bits down, they end up pressing against these nubs here, which is what forces the hood and roof down. I feel like if they had changed that shape a little bit, then this would have defaulted to a much lower place on his chest, and that would have allowed it to be much closer to his body, which would have looked better. And if you look here, you can only see the top half of his head over his chest, which is kind of ridiculous. So his robot mode has some weird flaws that really should have been fixed. Like, just another day of thought would have fixed all the problems I have with this guy. Like, with just this bit right here, another day of thought would have fixed that. Now, the articulation you get with this guy is actually kind of decent. You get the arms will rotate around 360 and go in and out. And you can, I guess, do this if you want to, I don't know, you get more articulation than I thought you would, like the forward and back arm motion as well as in and out. I am pleasantly surprised by how much I got. The face sculpt is not my favorite thing of all time. It looks kind of creepy. So do I recommend this guy? Honestly, I would recommend Grimlock more, just because Grimlock is a more solid experience overall. Like, Grimlock actually has a decent robot mode. It's not great, but it's decent. Whereas Drift's robot mode just kind of sucks. But the transformation of this guy is awesome if you know how to do fanning. So for me, I enjoy this guy quite a lot, but if you personally don't know how to fan a Balisong, you may not get as much out of this guy as I do. So he's kind of a mixed bag. So if you can appreciate him for the transformation, I might get him, but the robot mode's kind of worthless. He's definitely not a must-buy. Anyway, this has been the video review of the one-step drift figure. I review Transformers, Power Rangers, Macross figures, Digimon figures, lots of stuff like that. If any of that sounds interesting, please subscribe. I've got some links in the video description down below, a Facebook link, and some playlists. Check those out, and thank you for watching.